If you're feeling like me, you're probably having election fatigue by now. November 8th is not coming soon enough. Having to go through an election process for about 18 months is long and drawn out, particularly when that's all that seems to be shown on the major news networks every minute of the day. I could see the need for such a lengthy process many years ago when there was a lack of media coverage, when it was difficult to travel from state to campaign. But in today's technological and media age, where communication is instant, one could ask whether there is a necessity for such a long process. Furthermore, the coverage of the election process is marred with repetition of ideas by the candidates, questions by news anchors, commentary by pundits and experts. Candidates' personal lives come under intense scrutiny, with truth and lies being displayed for all the world to see. Facts and fiction form part of the pundits' commentary as they seek to spin or portray their candidates as the embodiment of perfection, honesty, and respect, while demonizing the opposing candidate. Many years ago, a Baptist minister preached a sermon entitled God's Election Day, and in it he said, and I quote, "The devil and God held an election to determine whether or not you would be saved or lost. The devil voted against you, and God voted for you. So the vote was a tie. It is up to you to cast the deciding vote." End of quote. Yes, my friends, it is up to us to decide who will be our next president. It is up to us to decide who is the best person to lead our country, the one who will put the interests of its citizens first and not their own, the one who will care for the people of this country and who will help protect the rights of the people, the one who has a good reputation and will represent our nation with the utmost integrity. In the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 6 and verses 1 to 5, there was an election that took place, though not a national election. The number of the early followers of the church was increasing, and one group of people was complaining against another because some of their people were being neglected in the daily distribution of food. This caused the apostles to summon the community, explain their dissatisfaction about spending more time settling disputes and serving tables instead of focusing on prayer and preaching the gospel. This caused the apostles to ask the community to select 7 persons who can do this job, but they are to be people of good standing, filled with the Spirit and wisdom. We too are expected when it comes to elections to choose persons who are of good standing, people who are being guided to do what is best for our communities, our districts, our states, and our nation as a whole. People who will do or who will not do it in their strength, but depend on God's strength to prevail. Yes, these persons may have made mistakes in the past, but they are willing to apologize and learn from these mistakes. So as we are still about 6 weeks away from Election Day, try to decipher the truth from the untruths, the facts from the fiction, and not allow ourselves to be caught up in the emotions and the hype. Pray that God will help you to discern who is the best person to lead our country, the one who will put the interests of our people first and not their own, the one who will care for the citizens of this nation. Amen.